Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Tim McCourt. He's the Global Head of Equity Index and Alternative Investment Products at the CME Group. And we're celebrating the one-year anniversary of the Micro E-mini Nasdaq-100 Futures. Tim, it's great to have you back with me on Trade Talks. Thanks so much for making the time. And time flies when you're having fun. It's 1 year already for the Micro product.
Yeah, thanks, Jill. Great to be back. And it's hard to believe it's been 1 year since you and I were over at MarketSite celebrating the launch of Micros, now talking about the 1 year anniversary. Time does fly indeed.
It certainly does. And just how successful has the product been?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tremendous year. You know, I think looking back over the last year, to start, I just want to thank all of our clients, our index partners, such as Nasdaq, the broker community, the intermediaries that work with CME, and all of my CME Group colleagues who supported the design and launch of these products. Because of their efforts and the collective effort that everyone put into this product over the last year, Micro E-mini equity futures have become the most successful product in CME Group's 170-year plus history. So it's been a fantastic ride, certainly exceeded all of my wildest expectations, and I'm very excited to see what year two brings for the Micro E-minis.
So who uses this kind of product and how can they be used?
Well, I think what's exciting about this product is it's being used by a wide part of the market. Various market participants are using the product. But what is really attractive about the product, since these Micro E-minis are 1/10 the size of the existing or kind of classic iconic E-mini equity index contracts, it allows the traders of all sizes to more nimbly execute their equity trading strategies. They could scale in or out of their index exposure or hedge existing equity portfolio positions. But the smaller contract really offers that increased precision of risk management, which is important and useful to all traders in the equity ecosystem.
Yeah, it sounds like it would also be perfect for advisors, particularly when we're looking at the Nasdaq-100 and with all the tech sector earnings that just wrapped up for the most part in April.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what's interesting about the Micro E-minis is we've certainly seen a tremendous amount of interest in the Micro E-mini future on the Nasdaq-100. And I think even right now, as we're kind of in the middle of earnings season, it's always important and I think interesting to investors and market participants to either be able to hedge positions or express views on earnings. And Nasdaq has certainly been, I think, a bellwether product and index for people around earnings, giving some of the companies that are involved in the Nasdaq-100. It's always an exciting opportunity for the market. I think what's also interesting to note is when we look at the Nasdaq-100, of the 4 micro futures we launched about a year ago, on the S&P 500, the Nasdaq-100, the Dow, and the Russell 2000, Nasdaq-100 has a great success story in and of itself. Out of the 215 million contracts we've traded over the last 4 years, the Nasdaq is responsible for about 80 million contracts, averaging about 320,000 contracts per day, which is amazing. So I think certainly not only have the micros been successful, but people are really excited about trading the Micro Nasdaq-100 future at CME.
Yeah, that really is quite the success story with just 1 year out. Tim, thank you so much for joining us as always on Trade Talks.
Oh, my pleasure, Jill. Thank you.
All right, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.